All right, so for this last task, I'm gonna do the poll cog and we're gonna go over it really fast. You can kind of use it as an exercise, and you could also look at the source code. All right, so the first thing we want to do is create the new poll cog, poll cog.py. And inside of this cog, we want to import the libraries that we're going to need. From Discord extension import commands and tasks. And then we're going to create the class for the cog, which we're going to call a poll agent. And like other classes, we have to define the constructor. All right, so where this class is going to differ from the other classes and cogs is that it's going to have a poll choices that the user can select. And how we're going to give the users options to select is through emojis. What you can do is you can create your own emojis, or you can use the emojis in the source code. So if you go to Emojipedia, you can either select your own emojis, or you can go to the source code for this project and use those ones. I'm going to go ahead and add the user choices that I have in the source code. And then I'm going to add the listener command as well. Make sure the new cog gets connected. And this needs to scoot that way. Okay, we're good. Once we have the listener set up, go back to the bot manager, make sure you import that new cog in. Poll cog import poll agent. Then we're going to go ahead and add that agent in here. Poll agent bot. And we're going to also unload and reload that agent back in. Unload poll agent, reload poll agent. All right, so now that we can reload and unload our poll agent, I'm going to add the two commands. The one command for this agent, and that is to run a poll. Once again, you can get the source code from GitHub. I'm just gonna go over it real quick because it's not too much, but I just don't want to write it all out right now. Okay, so this cog is gonna use almost all of the things we learned, mostly with commands and tasks. So we're gonna create a command to poll, but we're also gonna create a task that we're gonna loop over, because we're gonna give the users the option to create a poll, and then there's gonna be a time limit on that poll that they're gonna enter in. So when users use this command, they're gonna enter the poll command, and then they're gonna give an input of minutes, title, and then an array of options. If the length of options is set to 0, we're just asking for a yes or no poll. Thumbs up, thumbs down. So it could be like questions is like, is Singapore a beautiful place to visit? Or do you like mac and cheese? Just yes and no questions. Otherwise, if there's a list of options, then we're going to utilize this array here to give the users selections that they can pick from. Once the poll is initiated, it's going to initiate a task, which is going to run every minute. And it's going to determine if the poll has been finished yet. When the time has been concluded, the bot's going to add up all the numbers, and then it's going to determine if it's like a yes/no question, if the people like that question, or if they don't think that way, and then if it's option with multiple choices, then it's going to determine which choice won. And so I'm going to go ahead and demo that now. All right, so I started up the bot with the poll agent, and I ran a few commands with it, which you can see here. So I ran the poll command for 1 minute, and I asked, is Singapore a cool place to visit? And when asking that poll, it created a thumbs up or thumbs down option, which I selected the thumbs up. And after 1 minute, the timer went off, and it said, seems that people think that way. So Singapore is a cool place to visit. The next poll I put up was, which place is the best place to vacation? So poll 1 for 1 minute, and then the question, and then the array of arguments. So Singapore, Japan, and New York. And after entering that in, it created this poll here with the options. So the ice cream for Singapore, the icy ice cream. I mean, they're all ice cream options apparently, but different ice cream options. And I selected the one for Singapore. Once the timer went up, it declared that Singapore won the poll. All right, so that is the tutorial for Python Discord bot basics. I hope you enjoyed it. One thing you can think about is how could you improve this further, or things we could do to improve this further. Some of the things we could do is, instead of having a limited array, we could make an unlimited array of choices. Or we could set a limit check inside of this poll that if the options are beyond 10 or greater than 10, then we have to tell the user that they are using the poll with too many options. Another thing you could think about is adding a help command to your bot. We didn't go over it in this tutorial, which I should have, but there is an example help command in the source code if you want to look at that for an example. And you could also think about how you could add help commands inside of each cog. Okay, so that was the tutorial on Python Discord bot basics. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you like it, please like and subscribe to these videos.